create a Django project. For this, we will be using Ubuntu 20.04. As a package manager, instead of pip or ppnv, we'll be using Poetry, which is a little bit more powerful. And this will be for Python 3.10, but most of the Python versions will be working without any issue. So, first of all, let's create a directory for our project, and let's cd into this directory. Then let's initialize our package manager, and let's activate the virtual environment. Alright, so now we will be installing the common packages that we use in any of our Django projects. So Django REST framework to create REST APIs, PyTest Django to test our Python code, requests to call external APIs, Django course header to make our REST API available from other origins than just our own server, and Django environment to easily configure environment variables. Alright, let's install this, and now let's start a new Django project in this folder. Alright, so now we can see we have the manage.py file and our Django app. Let's open this project into PyCharm, and let's quickly configure the interpreter and the Django settings for PyCharm. So first thing first will be to locate our Python executable. So for this, we will enter our virtual environment, and we will locate our Python executable. So let's copy paste the location into our clipboard and go to settings and add an interpreter. So add interpreter, existing virtual environment, and we paste here the location of our Python executable. We apply, and then let's configure the Django support. So let's enable Django support. Let's check that our root is right, our settings file is rightly located, and let's disable the Django test runner because we will be using PyTest for our tests. All right. So next, let's go to our settings file and install our apps. So in settings, under install apps, we will add Django REST framework and course header, and we will also add the course middleware into our middleware. So let's add it before the common middleware. Then let's create a .env file, and we will store there our environment variables for allowed hosts and course allowed origins. So where we can run our Django server and from which origin we are able to call our REST APIs. So let's now import these environment variables into our settings file. So just after the base dir, we will source our .env file, and we will use the variables of this .env file here. So you can see here we have a comma, which is the separator for lists, and it will be converted here into an array. So then let's configure PyTest. So in the pyproject.toml file generated by Poetry, we'll add the PyTest configuration. And let's see if everything is now working. Let's run the Python migrations and try to run our server. All right, let's go there, and our server is successfully running. Let's finally check that PyTest is actually working. So PyTest dot. There are no tests to be run, but PyTest seems to be properly configured.